This conference will now be recorded.
So today we will discuss about parameter file. Okay, so let me connect. So I'm starting the database. So let me know how you will check uh, which parameter file your database is using. Guys, what is the way to check my database file is using which file? Parameter file or SP file, or you can say P file or SP file. Show parameter SP file. Okay, so it is showing show parameter SP file. Okay, so what is actually parameter file? So parameter file is a file that contains a list of initialization parameters and value for each parameter. Okay, so DBA specify initialization parameter in a parameter file, and you can when you are creating a database manually. So on that time, the first step is you have to create the parameter file. Okay, and Oracle supports two types of parameter file. One is called as server parameter file, and another one is called as initialization parameter file. Okay, A- and server parameter file is a binary file, and that basically act as a repository for initialization parameter file. And the server parameter file can reside on the computer where the Oracle database server execute. And initialization parameter is stored in a server parameter files are persistent. What does it mean? It means that any changes made to the parameter file while an instance is running can persist across instance shutdown and start, and generally we called as SP file. And initialization parameter file is a text file that contains a list of initialization parameter file. But what is the one line difference between P file and SP file, guys? The one line difference is that SP file is a binary file. We cannot open and edit, and parameter file, or you can say initialization parameter file, or you can say P file, is a text file which we can open and edit it. Okay, and the second difference is that whenever you want, suppose you are using P file, so you have to shut down the database, then open the P file, change the parameters, save it, and then you have to start the database. But SP file, you have the command. By that you can change some parameters basically in running stage, and that parameter you can change in memory, you can change in both. Actually, both means it will return into the SP file as well as it will change in the memory also, right? So let me know when SP file introduce. Any idea? Yeah, guys, answer please. From Oracle 9i. Okay. Yes, it is introduced from Oracle 9i. Okay. And what is the use of initialization parameter? Basically, initialization parameter are used to perform various functions. Okay, suppose you can set the limit for entire database. You can set user or processes limits, and you can set limits on database resources, and affect performance basically. So variable, we have three types of parameters, right? So can anyone tell me how many types of parameters we have? We have three types of parameters. Now tell me. Dynamic, static, hidden. Derived parameters, operating system dependent parameters, and variable parameters. Okay, so whenever variable parameters are used actually, so these parameters are used primarily to improve database performance and optimize performance. Any adjusting memory structure such as number of database buffers in memories, and all initialization parameters are optional. Oracle has a default value for each parameter. These value may be operating system depending on the parameter. So many initialization parameter can be fine tuned to improve database performance, and other parameters should never be altered or should be altered only under the supervision of Oracle support services. Okay, so these are the things. So now come to drive parameters. So some initialization parameters are derived. What is the meaning? That their values are calculated from the values of other parameter. Okay, so we have two parameters actually. So what those two parameters, which value comes from the another one? Anyone has idea? So the one parameter is the sessions parameter. This is derived from the value of the process parameter. Got my point? If the value of the process change, then the default value of the sessions change as well. Okay, unless you overwrite it with a specified value. Okay, clear guys? So these two parameters basically you can say uh, in the terms of derived parameters. You get my point? What is the meaning of derived parameter? Now, excuse me. Now, second parameter, which is based on the operating system. Suppose db underscore block underscore buffers indicate the number of data buffers in memory, and its maximum value depend on the operating system and the size of those buffers set by db underscore block underscore size has an operating system dependent default value. So these are the operating system dependent parameters. And then variable parameters basically are the most potential for improving system performance. So some variable parameters set capacity limits but do not affect performance. Suppose when the value of open underscore cursor is 10, a user process attempting to open its 11th cursor receives an error. Okay, Other variable parameters affect performance but do not impose absolute limit. Suppose reducing the value of a db underscore buffer, db underscore block underscore buffers does not prevent work even though it may slow down performance. Okay, so increase the values of variable parameters may improve your system performance, but increasing most parameters also increase the SGA size. So larger SGA size can improve database performance up to certain point, and in virtual memory operating system, an SGA that is too large can degrade the performance. So always remember that. And if it is swapped in and out of memory. Okay, so operating system parameters that control virtual memory working areas should be set with the SGA size in mind. So the operating system configuration can also limit the maximum size of the SGA. Okay, so we had some basic initialization parameter. So Oracle tell that these are the list. So I'm posting the list and you can note it. So there are some first parameter you can say cluster underscore database. Okay, so I have posted. So cluster underscore database compatible control underscore files, db underscore block underscore size, db underscore create underscore file underscore desk, db underscore create underscore online underscore log underscore destination underscore n, db underscore domain, db underscore name, db underscore recovery file underscore desk, db recovery file desk size, db unique name, instance number, ldab, directory sysauth, log archive dest and log archive dest state and nls date language, nls territory, open cursor, pga aggregate target, processes, remote listener, remote login password file, sessions, SGA target, shared server, start, transformation, enabled, undo, underscore, table space. So these are the basic parameter. Oracle said that you have to set that. Okay, but I have some restrictions on this parameter because many parameters we need for some requirement actually. So we can remove those parameter also, db create online log test and db recovery file desk size, db recovery file desk actually. So these are the things when you are using FRA actually. So we can omit that also. Okay. So only there are some character set for parameter values actually. So only character from the default character set of the database platforms are supported in parameter values. Okay, so how you can change the parameters value actually, can anyone tell me? And first let me know how you can show the parameters. The mandatory parameter are 10, is it right? No, it's not right actually. Only one parameter I can use and I can create the database. That parameter is db underscore name. Okay. So if you do that manually creation of the database, so only one parameter you can specify and other parameter will takes the values. So on that time you can't say mandatory parameters are 10. Correct. So how you will check the parameter? So there is one tool command that is show parameter. So see that how many parameters is coming in this my show parameter command, right? It is start from ACE. So these are the outputs for when you say show parameter. But I want to, if you remember the names of the parameter, so you can type show parameter uh, CPU underscore. Suppose you forget the name, so whatever the CPU underscore it comes, okay. And if you remember a specific parameter name, then you can type show parameters CPU underscore count. Okay. So you remember that when I was creating virtual machine, I had taken 6 CPUs, right? Or you can say processor. So I was 12 as processor in my machine, or you can say laptop. So I have set 6. So that's why it's showing. Now I say show parameter db underscore name. Oh, sorry. Show parameter db underscore name. Okay, so you can type show parameter or show parameters, it will come. So my database name is ORCL, right? And another important parameter is show parameter control underscore files. So this is my two control files in my database. When you create the database through DBCA, two control file will be created, and the location is Ora data, then database name, and then control file name. Clear, guys? Mm, show parameter. Okay. Now, how to change the parameter? So we have two commands. One is alter session set, and one is alter system set. So what is the difference between that? Any idea, guys? If you are using alter system set command, and if you are using alter session set command, guys, quickly answer, please. System is for parameter change. Okay. Alter system set will update in SP file. Okay. And alter session set. Okay. I'm telling. See, you can modify some initialization parameter using the alter session or alter system statements while an instance is running. Okay, so whenever a parameter is modified using the alter system statement, the Oracle database record the statement that modifies the parameter in alert log file, and the alter system statement change the value of the specified parameter for the duration of the session that invokes the statement, and the value of the parameter does not change for other session in the instance. And also the alter system statement basically will without the deferred keyword modifies the global value of the parameter for all session in the instance for the duration of the instance until the statement is shut down, and the alter system deferred statement does not modify the global value of the parameter for existing session, but the value will be modified for future sessions that connect to the database. So clear, guys? Now this I want actually from you guys. So suppose your parameter are set incorrectly. So what will happen? Yes, alter session actually for some parameter for session levels actually you can say, so that also correct. Okay. So tell me when your parameter are set incorrectly, so what will happen? When a parameter is set incorrectly, the effect can be different for different parameters or based on how low or high the parameter is set. So some parameters have minimum setting below which an Oracle instance will not start. For other parameters, setting the value too low or too high may cause Oracle to perform badly, but it will still run. Okay, so Oracle may convert some values outside the acceptable range to usable levels. So if a parameter value is too low or too high, or you have reached the maximum for some resources, then Oracle return an error. Excuse me. Frequently, you can wait a short while and retry the operation when the system is not busy. If suppose message occurs repeatedly, then you should shut down the instance, adjust the relevant parameter, and restart the parameters. Okay. Now in the parameter we had uh, two names actually, one parameter category. Actually we have two types of category in Oracle database. One is basically a dynamic parameter, and one is static parameter. So what is that? What is the meaning of dynamic and what is the meaning of static parameter? Dynamic parameter will change immediately. Dynamic does not require database restart. Static means we need to the bounce the database. It will take effect in SP file. Dynamic needs restart database. No, wrong. See, dynamic parameter we can change in running mode. We don't require to shut down the database. Okay, and some parameters are static. It means it will not change on that time, but it will return into the SP file. So you need to shut down the database and then you need to start the database, then those value will read it and then change it. So that is the meaning of static. Am I correct, guys? Any doubt? There are many ways you can say about dynamic. Okay, now how you can check this parameter is dynamic and this parameter is static? How you will check? Another question. Okay, v dollar parameter. Okay, that is correct. This is the view which contains all the parameters. But how you will check which parameter is static and which parameter is dynamic? Yes, guys, those who are working is underscore sys underscore modifiable. Okay. Uh, no, this is not a column. The column name is this. Let me show the query. Describe a dollar. Yes. So see that which one we will take. There are so many. Is underscore you mentioned, right? So that is not correct. So is and sys modifiable. So this column has two values. One is true and one is false. So whenever this column indicates the true, so it means we can change those parameters dynamically. And when this value shows false, then those parameter is a static parameter and uh, can only the change if the instance was started with the server parameter file. And also you can change with scope is equal to sp file. So what is the meaning of scope actually? So there is a syntax when you are changing the parameter. So we had value is memory, we had sp file, we had both. Okay, so both we can omit. So suppose if we are changing the parameter in memory only, so we can use scope is equal to memory parameter. So those parameter will change in current memory, or you can say in current instance. And after you shut down the database and start the database, that changed value will flush. Okay, when you say scope is equal to sp file, so basically we use this syntax for a static parameter. So it means that time or that running stage, the parameter will not change, but next time when you shut down and start the database, then that value will take the effect. Got it? And some parameters you can change in memory, as well as you can change, you have to return into the sp file, so you can use the both keyword. Okay, so if suppose you are changing the value of this type of parameter, so you can use scope is equal to both, or you can omit also. Okay, so that is the way we can change the parameter in memory, in sp file, and in both. Got it? Yeah, scope means where that parameter value takes place. Correct. Okay, clear. So select name comma value. So see that we are getting 4 4 5 rows actually. Okay, so in that you can see this false uh, comment is coming. So some parameter is showing false, some parameter is showing different values actually. Okay, so this is the way you can find out, and some parameter is showing true values. So like this, so you can change according to that actually. Clear, guys? So this is the query. Now there is show parameter SGA underscore target. So tell me, it is a dynamic parameter or it is a static parameter? Default, if we are not mentioning, so it is both. If the parameter is in that category, otherwise you will get an error. Yeah, tell me, this is a static parameter or this is dynamic parameter? Dynamic. Okay. So by which command we can change alter system set or alter session system? Okay. How many are saying by alter session or alter system? So see that this is showing SGA underscore target and then it is saying immediate. Okay. So it means this parameter is dynamic. Clear, guys? So if suppose I am changing this parameter for some values, okay. So alter system set and SZA underscore target, okay. So earlier it was 2400M, but now I'm saying 500M. Okay, I'm just showing the things. Okay, so too much I'm reducing actually. So that's why it is flushing the things and changing the things, right? Because SDA target controls how many memories in the database of Oracle, guys. If I set SDA target, so which memory it will control? You get my question? So see that SDA target change. Now check again. So see that why it is 500 I had given and it is taking 512M. Another question. Okay, Ronak is saying shared pool and buffer cache. Only these two memory it will change or it will take effect. Large pool. Okay. So reply guys. Stream pool. Okay. Java pool. Okay. Shared pool, database buffer cache, large pool, Java pool, stream pool, and redo log buffer. It will not come in as GA target. Yeah, guys, redo log buffer will not come in this. It's come. Okay. Yeah, other guys, you all are working as a DBA, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 people. Redo log buffer will not come in this category. Please note that. Okay. So second question come, why it comes 512 but I had given 500, guys. Meanwhile you answer, I am shutting down the database. Okay. And then a startup, and then we check the value again of SGA target parameter. Okay, what it will be. Startup. So see that, so it remains there. So because when we change the parameter, we didn't mention scope, so it means it is changing in memory also, and it is written into SP file also. Clear, guys? So you can omit when the parameter is in both actually. Clear? Nobody is answering why 512 instead of 500 I am giving. Arey my dear, redo log buffer cache come in DML. What is that? New things you told that redo log buffer is a memory, boss. I am asking that memory component can set by automatically, which is SGA target. So SGA target introduced in 10G, so we don't need to explicitly set the shared pool, database buffer cache, Java pool, large pool, stream pool. We don't need to set these five memory components. Only we need to set SGA target, and according to the database requirement, it will create those memory components and its values. And whenever some component requires any value, it will take the value from other memory components, and it will increase the memory component which require more memory. So that is the management of SDA target. Am I correct? So redo log buffer will not come into this category. You have to set explicitly redo log buffer. Okay. So nobody is telling the answer. So I am telling, we had a terms called granules. Okay. So granules is a memory, you can say, a unit on which your memory is divided actually or configured. So this granules comes in terms of some values of your operating system. So some components will come some values. So whenever you are giving the memory, so it will created in the chunks of granules, so multiples of chunks of the granules. So when I am giving 500, so it is not the multiple of the values which we have actually in my database for the granules actually. Okay. So how you will check the values of granules in your database. You got my points. Granules. Did you heard that term in Oracle database? Have you heard this component? So granule is basically a unit of contiguous virtual memory allocated to your database. Okay, so granule sizes is determined based on the amount of memory requested at the instance startup. Okay, so Oracle tracks SGA memory use in integral number of granules by SGA component. Okay, so how to determine granules? We have the values actually. So suppose your SGA max size is greater than or equal to 1 GB, then granule size will be 4 MB. So your memory will be divided into multiples of 4. If your granule size is greater than 1 GB and less than 8 GB, then granule size will be 16 MB. So if you had 16 MB, then it will divide it into multiples of 16 MB. Correct? Now clear about granule size. So it is based on the SGA max size or it is based on the memory max target. Okay. So in 12C, sorry, 12.2, 18C and 19C, it is based on the memory underscore target or SGA underscore target and subtract the in-memory column size to get the SGA size to use the granule size lookup table. Okay, so from 12C onwards, it's changed. Okay, so there is a query which you can use actually to check the granule size. So let me execute that query. So see that. So from SGA info where name like is granule size, it is showing 419430 bytes. Okay, so so why this granule size is important? Because the SGA memory component are sized as multiple of components. So the shared pool, buffer cache, a Java pool, a stream pool, large pool, and a redo log buffer. Okay, so these granules comes in the this memory components comes into the multiple of the granules. Okay, clear? So I'm posting. So guys, you don't know these things. Very strange. So you are listening this first time, right? Actually, in 19C, as I said, memory underscore target or SE underscore target and subtract the in memory column size to get the SGA size to use with the Granville size lookup table. Okay, clear guys? Okay, so this is the reason when you multiply the values of 500, so it comes 512. So that's why it has given 512. Clear, guys? Now, tell me about there is another parameter that is SEA underscore max underscore size. So it is a dynamic parameter or it is a static parameter, guys? Okay, so SDA max size it's showing false. Okay, so when it is showing immediate, it means it is a dynamic, and when it is showing false, it means is a static. Okay, so when you are changing the static parameter, so the value will not take effect. Am I correct? And it will give the effect when you shut down and start up. Clear, guys? So let me change that value. Mm, let me type the command on my notepad. Alter system set, and query was this actually. Alter system set as image size equals to 1 GB. Okay. Now I am executing this command. So what it is saying, parameter cannot be modified in memory actually. So that's why it's giving an error. So I have to use scope. Am I correct? So I will tell boss I want this parameter should be in SP file, right? Because we are using SP file. So now I am saying this. Okay, so it changed. Now show parameter. Actually, I missed that. First, I need to check and then change it. So no worries because it will not change. So right now it is 512M. Right now I am shutting down the instance and start up. Now check this memory components. See that 1 GB it's showing. So clear guys how we can change the static parameter, how we can change dynamic parameter. The first thing, uh, you can multiply Lakshmi and check that what is the value of multiple it comes. Okay, so these things is clear. So suppose when when we are starting the instance and we know that database parameter will read the parameter file, so that parameter file can be sp file or text file, or you can say p file. So it will look into the default location. So on Linux, what is the default location for the parameter file, guys? If you didn't remember, oh sorry. So DBS, okay, Oracle Home and the DBS location, and you can check the this thing. Okay, I'm opening another session. So this is my another session. Okay, I will go cd dollar oracle underscore home. If we type this, so where we reach here. Okay, and then cd dbs, so we reach here and we say ll. So see that my sp file is there. Okay, and also one default sp file is also there, init.ora. So whenever we are starting the database instance, so there is a order to check the sp file or p file. So one sp file, we say it will check the database sp file, whatever my database is name is there. So my database name is orcl. So if sp file orcl.ora, you can see the name. So always sp file comes with sid keyword and .ora. So this is the naming. Please remember that first sp file keyword will come and the database name will come, or you can say sid will come. Okay, so it will check this sp file. If this sp file is not there, so it will check the common sp file.ora. If it is not there, then it will check init orcl .ora. So this is the way it will check the database sp file actually. Clear guys? Yeah guys, any doubt? Yeah, because in DBCA it will not create. So I have to create. So let me create Go back to my screen, share something else. So yeah, so now create p file from sp file. Okay, so I'm not giving the location of the file of p file, and also I'm not giving the location of the sp file, so it is understood that it will check in the dbs location sp file, and then it will create the p file in the dbs location. So see, p file is created. So let me show you another way. So here, now see that ll, so see that init.orcl.ora is created, correct? So this is the way we can create a p file from the sp file, and we can create sp file from the p file. Okay, so let me back to my screen again. Okay, so can we create sp file here from p file? Can we run this command again? Actually, not this command, or vice versa. Actually, let me save this command. Actually, now I'm typing create sp file from p file. Okay, so can I run this command, create sp file from p file? It will execute, guys. अरे भाई, अभी जो पढ़ा रहे हैं वो पढ़ो भाई, एच सी एल डैट एंड एल्को आर सी एल, वाई यू आर गोइंग इन टू दैट? It will create. See, oh, spelling mistake, my bad. Guys, you are working. See that it will cannot create because already sp file we are using. So how it will create again, guys? So you all are wrong. Okay, so these are the minor things actually which not needed, but it is compulsory to know that actually. Okay, if interviewer like me, I can ask these basic things and I can check your experience whether you worked or not. So I basically asked internal things first, and within a 10 minute I can find out this guy worked or not. Okay, so am I correct? This sentence will not work. So let me shut down the database. So now I want my sp file should be used. Okay, so my sp file name is what? Sorry, my parameter. I want to start my parameter. I want to start database should be start with my parameter file. Okay, so how you can start? If you want my database should start from parameter file, so what is the command, guys? start a p file location. Okay, perfect. So show para uh, show parameter sp file. Okay, so see that now my database is running with p file, right? Got it. Now let me come here, and my sp file is there. Okay, now can I execute the same command, create sp file from p file? Can I execute this command? Yes, we can execute, because now my p file is running and sp file is not using. Now we can create. Correct, guys? So it will overwrite actually your sp file if it is there. Okay, now one guy said we can create from memory also. Yes, we can create. If suppose you don't have anything, so you can create sp file from memory, right? You were saying this, right? So let me check. Create sp file from memory. Now can we create p file from memory? Create p file from memory. How many say it will work and how many say it will not work? Now create p file from memory. So see that it is created. Okay, so it will overwrite the parameter file also, right? So that is the difference there which we did. Okay, clear, guys? So whenever you are starting the database, it will check sp file, and if it is sp file is not there, it will start the database from p file. No, no, p file is no restriction. You see that it is created, buddy. Now shut immediate, and start up. So see that my sp file is using because it's available. Correct. Now, yeah, shut immediate, and I am deleting. After shutting down, I will delete the sp file, or I will move the sp file. Okay, on production, don't delete that actually. So I will not use delete word or delete command. I will move the sp file. So move sp file dollar oracle underscore home. Okay, ll. So see that sp file is not there, correct? Now go back to my startup screen, and now I'm starting the database. Now this time we didn't give the p file name and location, so how it will start it, guys? So see that it is started with p file, and we don't need to give startup p file equals to the path and all, right? Because when you have only p file, so you will not give the path and all, but when you have sp file, then you need to give the p file, because we are overriding the sp file order actually. Got it? This is the difference. If sp file is not there, then you can fire a startup, so it will check sp file. If sp file is not there, it will start with p file. Am I correct? If sp file and p file both, and if you want your database should be startup with p file, then you need to give startup p file equals to location and name. Clear, guys? Now another thing, I'm shutting down the database, and I'm changing my screen. So here, just a second, ll. So my p file is there, so I am moving my p file also. Okay, so ll. So now my sp file, database sp file is not there, my database p file is not there. Now go back to my startup screen. Okay, and I will start the database. So let me tell, so guys, please tell me, my database will start or it will give an error. Yeah, guys, see that it is checking sp file. Sp file is not there, then it is checking init orcl.ora. Okay, so that I want to show you. Okay, clear, guys? So first it will check sp file. If a sp file is not there, it will check your database p file. If database p file is not there, then you will get an error. Clear? So that's it for today. I'm stopping the session. I hope this parameter file and sp file is clear, you guys. I tried to cover each and everything of sp file and p file. Okay, so I hope this session is helpful for you guys.